Hey, what's up you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and I finally did it. I have my own Marty Music delay pedal. Not only that, it's called the I'll Be Back delay pedal. Thanks to my viewers for coming up with that name. Anyway, I'm super stoked. I wanted to come up with something that was easy to use, that sounds amazing. I'd say it's most similar to like a Boss DM2, so you get that analog delay. I spent a lot of time going through different delays and licking every transistor to see which one tasted the best. So I'm bringing you the most delicious delays that I could find. Anyway, it's an awesome pedal. It's now available in the link below. So I tried to make an awesome delay for you guys that was super affordable. It comes with a power supply, a really cool box. And I picked 4 amazing settings for you guys today that I want you to hear, and I'll describe them, show you how to set them up. Also, I'm gonna pick 3 comments today to send you the I'll Be Back delay pedal. So be sure to leave a comment. Thanks for the continued support, you guys. Check that link. All right, so that was my own personal Marty Music setting, which I will give a shout out to one of my guitar mentors, Bob Ryan, who played a lot of different kinds of music, especially country music, but he always liked this really sweet setting that I've kind of taken from him, which is the 1.5 repeats. So really you're getting one strong echo repeat, and then the next repeat you can barely hear. So when you look down at the pedal, you've got mix, which is how much of that repeat you're hearing, the repeat, which is how many repeats. So I had to use my ear to just tweak it until I heard that 1.5 that I liked. For the time, that's how much time before you hear the echo itself. So I'm almost at 12 o'clock, but just a little bit over to the right. And so if you hear me just kind of chuck on the strings, you'll hear what I've got it set at. So that second repeat's just barely there. And so what happens is when you play notes, it kind of rounds the notes out. It's almost like makes them a little more, they breathe a little more, it's a little more elastic. And so I like the setting. You can do it for rhythm, but I especially like it for lead guitar. And when you're playing a bunch of licks, you can't really hear the delay per se. You want to be able to notice if it's not there, in other words, so it's not too in your face. Now, if I turned the overdrive and the delay off, that's what you get. Here it is with just the delay. See, it just adds this little breath to it. And also when you think about what delay is, like when you hear an echo and you shout it in the canyon, the signals are bouncing back to you and it's kind of emulating that. So you want to control not too many, but just enough. It's almost like imagining you're in like a big area, like a canyon or, wait for it, a rock stadium. Yes. All right, so the second setting that I chose to dial in is the classic slapback sound. Something that you hear in rockabilly, country, and Americana especially. And the more time I've spent in Nashville, the more I've seen the best session players in Nashville typically have one delay pedal that's just set for a slapback sound. Some songs just call for it, and you can see the settings down here on how to get it. You know, the sound is super fast on the timing of the delay. So that's turned to the quickest amount where it doesn't even sound like an echo now. It almost just sounds like an added effect, right? So you're not hearing an echo because the delay time is so short. Now the repeats I have almost halfway, but because it's so tight in the time, you're not going to hear a ton of repeats. And then I've cranked the mix so you can really hear it. So I'm going to go in the bridge pickup here, kind of give you a little bit of that, you know, rockabilly, Americana thing, and you can hear what that sounds like. All right, so this next setting, I'm calling the Tom Morello setting because I was watching his masterclass. All his delay that he uses for the long legato kind of solos, or those long note solos, he has one delay pedal, pretty much everything at 12 o'clock. I went down here and I put the time on 12 o'clock, the repeats on 12 o'clock, but I turned the mix up a bit just so you could really hear what's going on. And so it's great for those long single note lines. It could be a Pink Floyd type of thing as well. But I'm thinking of those long melodic kind of solo ideas. And so check it out. I've got some overdrive using the bridge pickup. I'm just letting those long notes ring out. You know, thinking of like being in a big stadium and the notes just ringing out over the whole arena. All right, so this setting I think of as kind of the wildest, most psychedelic setting. We can say inspired by David Gilmour, you know, one of the greatest ever. And so what's going on with this is it's very similar to that Tom Morello setting, but I've elongated the time even more, cranked it almost all the way. Ultimately, you have to like stop playing to hear the echoes. So it's great for those long lines again, and just it adds tons of character and space. So the effects you get from this, it's very noticeable. It's not one of those subtle things that you can't hear. So this is like the most in-your-face setting, but that can be a lot of fun for you. right, you guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. That was the I'll be back delay pedal from Marty Music. It just rolls off the tongue so easy. But anyway, thank you to my audience out there for coming up with that name. It was really fun to work with you guys on it. Once again, I love this pedal. It's versatile. It's in the link below. It's a great addition, especially if you've already got that overdrive going. You need a little extra color to help you out. Also, I'm picking 3 comments to send this pedal to, so don't forget to leave a comment. And once again, if you're interested in the pedal, the link is down there. Thanks again for supporting Marty Music, you guys. Hope to see you again soon. See you later.